This podcast is brought to you by Wise, the app for international people using money around the globe. With Wise, you can send, spend, and receive up to 40 currencies and save up to 55% compared to major banks. Plus, Wise won't add hidden fees to your transfer. So whether you're buying souvenirs with pesos in Puerto Vallarta or spending euros to tip your Coliseum tour guide, you know you're getting a fair exchange rate with no extra markups. Join the 15 million customers who choose Wise. Download the Wise app today or visit wise.com/US/compare to learn more. T's and C's apply. Hey y'all, it's Nikki, and I'm here to remind you to go see the Jaws exhibit at the LBJ Presidential Library before it's gone on October 19th. Now, you probably heard that before he wrote Jaws, Peter Benchley was President Johnson's speechwriter. Well, this exhibit is about the journey of Benchley from White House speechwriter to best-selling novelist to devoted conservationist. Don't miss this fascinating look at the story behind the shark that changed everything. Head on over to lbjlibrary.org and get your tickets before it's too late. Today on CityCast Austin, it's Friday, and that means it's time for the Friday News Roundup. This week has been a doozy, so let's get into what's been happening in our city. We're going to talk about some drastic changes at AISD, the good and bad of weekend one of ACL, and a new tenant in the Austin American Statesman building. It's Friday, October 10th. I'm Nikki Devon, and this is what Austin's talking about. Hello, I am here with the best newsletter editor in town, Kelsey Bradshaw. What's up, Kelsey?
Hello, hello.
And our wonderful executive producer, Eva Ruth Moravec. What's up, Eva Ruth?
Hello.
So first off, at the very end of last week, Austin Independent School District released a plan to change up its schools at the end of the school year in order to save some money and stave off a $19.7 million deficit. I feel like AISD is like, you know, that friend of yours who's been with the same shitty ass partner for 10 years and like the partner forgets their birthday and doesn't do nice things for them. And they're not abused, but they're just not treated well. You know what I mean? Like that's what AISD reminds me of. Sorry, not to bring you down, but
a little neglected.
A little neglected.
Yeah.
I do feel like AISD is neglected. So the board has to approve the plan on November 20th. Until then, there are public meetings and open houses to discuss these changes all throughout town. It's 13 campuses that they're going to close.
Yeah, it's a lot of schools.
That they've proposed.
That they propose.
It's so confusing to talk about.
Yeah, there's so many different possibilities and categories.
And like some people are talking like it's already happened. And
Right.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened.
So 13 campuses will close. Barrington, Becker, Briker Woods, which I actually went to when I was a kid. I was bused there from the east side. Dawson, Maplewood on the east side, Oak Spring on the east side. And they are technically, supposedly rebuilding Oak Springs Elementary as we speak.
Oh,
so
my gosh.
How they going to close it down? That's confusing. Palm, Ridgetop, Sunset Valley, and Wyden Elementary Schools, Betachek and Martin Middle Schools, and Wynn Montessori School. These are all schools that are predominantly either on the east side or host underutilized areas of the city. Yeah.
Well, and I think part of this too, isn't it like the enrollment numbers are supposed to be down at these schools and that's part of why?
Not all the schools being shut down are under-enrolled.
I don't know how they came up with this plan.
Yeah.
But I believe that they looked at like enrollment overall as in the district and they're trying to like balance things out a little bit. It's a mess.
So, okay, another 6 schools, Pickle, Wooten, Odom, Sanchez, Jocelyn, and Go Valley, would transition to special program campuses without attendance zones, meaning students wouldn't be automatically assigned to the schools and would instead have to elect to attend.
I've never even heard of such a thing.
I know.
Yeah. Go Valley would become a Montessori school.
Okay.
And the rest of the 6 would adopt the across-campus dual language programs, meaning that every student in campus is learning academics both in English and another language like Spanish or Mandarin. About 25% of all AISD students could be impacted by these changes. It will require redrawing almost every school's attendance boundary.
Ugh.
But it's slated to save the district $25.6 million. Together, those campuses are worth almost $296 million and contain more than 1 million square feet of air-conditioned space. The property values range from $62 million for Dawson Elementary in South Austin to $10.8 million to Wyden Elementary in Southeast Austin.
One of the more interesting parts of it is like, if they close these 13 campuses, the district can decide to do kind of whatever they want with them.
Right.
They can repurpose, lease, or sell them off.
Right.
And so I'm very interested because some of these are like prime, as you just pointed out, with the millions of dollars for each of them. Like some of these are prime Austin real estate. And so I'm very interested to see.
I've talked about this before. When I was younger and they decided that they wanted more integration in schools and they started busing us over to Brecker Woods, right? Before I was bused to Brecker Woods, I was in a predominantly Black and Mexican school and was taught in a way that made sense to me. You know what I mean? Like it was...
Yeah.
It was different when I was moved over to Brecker Woods. And back then they moved us over because of grades. You know, if you were gifted and talented, and I'm putting that in heavy quotations. But they still bust a bunch of us little poor ass Black and Latina kids over to, 38th Street, which for us was like the rich side of the city.
Yeah.
The cultural differences were hard for a lot of us. The getting used to the different ways that different types of teachers were different, like teachers that maybe did not have the same kind of background teaching kids like us. Mm-hmm. It took us time to get used to. Some kids did not do as well as others. And so I say that because I'm curious about how or if they are taking into consideration the effect on the children and what they're doing to make sure that the kids are being considered through this entire process, or is this just about fucking numbers? Like, what other things are you doing to make sure that, like, socially and culturally, these kids are going to still be okay? That's my biggest question about it.
Yeah.
I also, like, if this happened when I was in elementary school, I would be so upset. Can you imagine? I loved school. Like, I loved going to school.
Loved it.
And you're just with your friends all day and it's fun.
And I walked to school every day. When I went to L.L. Campbell, I got to walk to school every day and see my neighbors and see the same people all the time.
We were friends with our crossing guard.
Exactly. It created it. Yeah, it creates a very special and specific childhood. And when you're in especially if you're in an elementary school that you like and you feel connected to, you know what I mean?
It's that consistency, too, of like knowing, I think, these are really good points. Because when I, honestly, when I hear about school closures, I'm like, okay, why is this such a big deal? Like, your kid is going to be in a school. Just because it's not, like, change is hard. I understand that you're connected to these people. We don't want people to lose their jobs. Also, I think that's one aspect of this that, like, is aside from how the kids are being affected, is like what's happening with the teachers in that community. But like, I never had that experience of being able to walk to school, which I think is so special. And I love that that's something that Austinites can enjoy. Even in like a Texas city, you wouldn't think that you can like walk to school, right? We're all riding our horses.
Yeah.
I did go through several school changes through elementary school. Like actually until I went to middle school, our lines did change quite a bit. So I did experience some of that cultural change, but I hadn't really even like, I don't know, thought about it that much, but it is different. You're absolutely right.
I don't know. I just worry about those babies. I don't even have kids, but I just worry about, like, to your point, I would be so upset. I was upset. I would like when they told me that I was going to have to go into another school. I was like, I remember being confused. Like, why? I thought I felt that I was being punished, right? Because I was like, oh, I have to leave my friends. You know what I mean? Like, and when you're young like that, it's hard to explain these kind of adult things. Anyways.
It is. Yeah. It's nostalgic too, which is the emotional part for a lot of people. Like I went to this school and, I'm sure we'll be hearing a lot of that. And these board meetings are going to be kind of tense, I imagine, in the next few weeks.
Oh.
Hearing from some pissed off parents.
Listen. I can imagine. Imagine this, your next podcast recorded in the same studio where you're hearing this right now. That's Trick Hat Workway. Trick Hat is Austin's most hospitality-driven co-working space. And yes, they've got a pro-level podcast studio designed for creators, teams, and businesses who want high-quality recordings without the stress of hunting down space or gear. Just show up, plug in, and hit record. Outside the studio, Trick Hat's got you covered. From private offices to dedicated desks, they offer flexible co-working options to fit any business or entrepreneur's needs. And can we talk about the perks? Freshly brewed coffee from Manana, endless snacks, and crispy Diet Cokes. But what really makes Trick Hat different is the energy. From weekly networking opportunities to community trick chats, it's more than a place to work. It's where Austin comes to connect, create, and have fun doing it. Whether you're producing your next big idea or just need a space that feels good to work in, Trick Hat Workway is waiting for you, where it's always old Austin, new tricks. Visit trickhatworkway.com to learn more today. Speaking of pissed off, I'm not a parent, but we are officially in the second week of ACL. And, I chose not to go to ACL for my own personal reasons, but I might be having a little bit of FOMO because a lot of super cool shit happened last weekend. So it's also kind of making me wonder, is this weekend going to measure up? So we got like a quick list of what went down. Even if you went last week.
I did.
Okay.
Wearing my merch today.
Oh, that's actually very cute.
Y'all, the merch this year is very cute.
It's cute. I saw a bunch of pictures.
This has all of the things that I love about Austin. Green parakeets, armadillo.
A lawn chair. That's cute.
It's really cute.
It's like a pale yellow muscle tee kind of.
Yeah.
And it's got these like orange and pink and like,
it's a very
cute.
90s vibe with the merch this year from my
kind of muted colors.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that. That's cute.
Anyway, so that's one thing to note. I managed to hang out there all 3 days, and I didn't see everything. There were moments I missed. One of my favorite moments, I will say, was our local drag star, Louisiana Purchase, came on stage with Japanese breakfast. And there's a song, they have a gong on stage, and Louisiana Purchase hit the gong, and it was really cute and fun.
I saw that. I saw those pictures. We love Louisiana.
Yeah. And it was just, that was such a theatrical performance, just the whole Japanese breakfast set. Which brings me to, I would say, the stage that they performed on, which is Beatbox. It's like it's across the street from Zilker Park. It's like closer to Barton Springs.
It's the one by the merch tent.
Yes, it's by the merch tent. Yes, exactly. And
wasn't it called the IHG?
They're always changing that one over there.
Yeah, it was something, I feel like in the past I've totally ignored that stage. I didn't even...
Oh, I've seen some good shit on that stage.
Really?
Yeah, I saw Dayglow there once, and it was awesome.
Well, I would say that's still a really good place to be. Japanese breakfast, Fantagram was there, Lucius, a lot of really great bands performed there. And a little pro tip about the Beatbox stage that I just learned. There's a DoorDash lounge next to it. And if you use DoorDash, if you have a Dash Pass, which you can just sign up for a free 30-day trial, then you get access to this lounge and they'll give you a nice place to sit, which is always at a premium, a little shade and some free freebies, free food, I think they have, and some free, just amenities and give you some drinks too. So That's a little tip. But yeah, it was fun to see Shania Twain come out with Sabrina Carpenter.
I'm so jealous you got to see that. I love Shania Twain so much.
Who do you guys think will be her guest this weekend?
It better be Shania Twain.
Shania was good. She's very small.
Yeah, she's a small lady.
Yeah.
And so is Sabrina. Sabrina's miniature.
Sabrina is also small.
Yeah.
And I will say, I know that this could cause some controversy. I'm not a singer. And I don't think that Sabrina Carpenter was singing during her set. I'm pretty sure that she was acting.
Like lip singing.
Lip singing.
Lip singing. Lip singing.
Oh.
I know. I don't know if this is true. It's just my perspective. The math wasn't mathing for me. Based on what she was doing and the music that I was hearing. As well as her band members were all behind like these like plexiglass thingies. And yet the sound sounded very normal. Like it just, things did not make sense. There were no backup singers that I could see, yet I was hearing backup singers on music. So I don't know. I'm just saying. Y'all let me know what you think because y'all are going this weekend, or you're going this weekend, right?
I'm going. Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see Sabrina. She's like, I don't know. I'm surprised by how much I have ended up liking her. Because when I first started to like know who she was, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, she's cute. She can sing. Wonderful. And now I'm kind of like not a big fan, but I'm really excited to see her.
She is funny. I think her lyrics are very funny.
She's very funny. She's very horny. It's great.
She's extremely horny. And there was like an interesting warning to the crowd right before she took the stage. Like apparently they set up drones. They have drones up in the sky, like checking how dense the crowd is at ACL. And there was an issue. Things were very dense. And supposedly people in the very front were like up against the rail smushed. And so they came up on stage and asked everybody to basically take 5 steps back, which is like...
That's one way to try to do it.
Scary. Yeah.
I also wonder, like, because didn't Doechii go on right before Sabrina?
Yes, there was like an hour in between them, but yeah.
I was like, I wonder if having 2 huge acts, one right after the other, contributed to the crowd at all.
It just feels like it's getting really, really big. Like Passion Pit also played under the Tito's tent, which was crazy because the crowd was enormous. It was like spilling out everywhere and back up against the food lines. And
Yep.
I was like, did y'all not think that the millennials would be here? It's not that late. Like, we are awake still. We are here.
I mean, I feel like they do this every year.
I know.
Every year, there's like this thing where they're like, oh, look at that. I guess more people came than we thought. I saw it a couple of times last year. So Benson Boone was on the other big stage, but he was on the other big stage in the middle of the day, right before Jungle. And like, y'all, the crowd was, it was like past those flags.
Oh my gosh.
So you couldn't get across. It was chaos. I think that sometimes they're like, I think they maybe underestimate and they just get their scheduling and their calendar wrong. They just get it wrong.
It's hard. It must be impossible to predict all of those little nuances, you know?
It's got to be impossible, yeah.
Well, and I think like they've done ever since that Lizzo show happened at ACL in like 2019, where they had Lizzo on the tiniest stage.
Yes.
And the entire festival came to see her, and we were all I was not okay.
I was there.
Yeah, I was there, and I was not okay. Mm-hmm. Ever since that happened, like I feel last year with Chappell Roan, they like caught it before the festival. They moved her to a bigger stage because they saw, oh, she's actually blown up and we need to move her to avoid that kind of thing.
Yes.
But man, that's got to be hard to do.
But it was still, leaving Chappell Roan last year, I was concerned about a crowd crush. It was really, really awful. And
well, and I keep seeing TikToks from this year of people being like, wish me luck sneaking into ACL.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and the comments are people being like, okay, so this is how Astro World happened. Please don't do that.
I mean, they do say it's like 80,000 a day. That's the capacity. I mean,
they need to chop that in half. Please,
right?
God, why?
Listen, either move it somewhere else or chop it in half.
Yeah.
And also stop trying to, like, gone are the days when you could sneak into ACL and it not matter. Like, I remember back in the day, yes, everybody was trying, like, leaving, I had a friend who's like, okay, so we got to go to this specific part of the fence. I left a ribbon on it and there's a hole and we're going to let some people. I'm like, okay, bitch, we can do that. That's fine. But now those days are gone.
Yeah.
Those days are gone and they have eyes everywhere. I have seen it. I have seen the control room. They can see as close as your phone and who you're texting.
Wow.
Like,
yeah.
It is some serious eye of God shit. So and also just stop trying to sneak in. Just, if you can't afford to go, you can't afford to go. And I never say shit like that, but just like you're putting people in danger, to your point, Kelsey.
Yeah. When it comes to safety. Yeah.
Well, Kelsey, I can't wait to hear what you have to say when you and Alyssa, our producer Alyssa, is going this weekend too. I can't wait to hear back all the shenanigans. Because,
yes, we'll be discussing.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have to mention one more little thing. We had a fun episode where we talked to Ray Benson from Asleep at the Wheel, who kicked off the festival this year, just like he has every year since 2002, pretty much. Mm-hmm. And a new band, the Animeros, who are really fun.
Super cute, yeah.
They're so cute, and their music is really fun. And so check that out. We'll have a link in the show notes to that.
Woohoo! Step into the conversation shaping Texas's future at the Texas Tribune Festival. The Texas Tribune is bringing together inspiring thinkers, leaders, and innovators to discuss the issues that matter to you. Dive into unforgettable conversations spanning education, the economy, healthcare, energy, technology, public safety, culture, the arts, and more. TribFest gives you an up-close look at how big ideas take shape and how they affect your life. You'll connect with fellow Texans, engage directly with experts and leaders, and leave inspired to turn your boldest ideas into reality. And y'all, this isn't just another political event. It's a catalyst for shaping the future of Texas today. So mark your calendar, November 13th through 15th in downtown Austin. Get info and tickets at tribfest.org. Things in Austin are rapidly changing constantly.
Yes.
And there's some tech news that is just really cracking Eva Ruth and Kelsey up. So I'm going to let y'all take over and tell everybody about this.
Yes, please. For context, we think it's funny because we both have suffered in the newspaper trenches, okay?
It's so funny for so many reasons.
Okay, so Base Power, which is a battery company startup that is run by Zach Dell, who is Michael Dell's son. It has temporarily taken over the old Austin American Statesman building on Congress Avenue right by the Bat Bridge. And they're going to be there for the next 18 to 24 months to manufacture batteries, which just feels like some sort of like crazy Mad Libs of like newspaper building becomes battery factory. And
this
feels
is the
like,
future.
Yeah, it feels like such a comment on the media world. I don't know. It's cracking me up. Basically, what happened is that, so as I'm sure you guys have known, as everyone's been following in the news, is that this newspaper building is like prime real estate. It's right up against the lake. It's beautiful. And there's been all this, it's huge. There's been all this stuff about trying to turn it into a mixed use project with like retail, condos, and office space. But because of lawsuit related delays in efforts by the Cox family, the newspaper's former owners, they have done this like temporary lease for Base Power. And Zach Dell said in an interview with the Statesman that the Cox family was looking for a temporary tenant to generate rent revenue without requiring a long-term commitment of 5 years or more. And so they're in there.
Why didn't they just let the newspaper stay in there? They check all of these boxes.
R.I.P. The newspaper's out by the airport now. Well, and what's funny is that the printing press is still in the building. And I'm pretty sure it's impossible to move. Like, I'm sure maybe someone could move it, but it's gigantic. It's like made of steel probably.
Right.
And so like they're just in there. They're in there now. Base Power is in there now. They've been working on production and making batteries. Eva Ruth found that they printed a newspaper themselves using the printing press.
Hey, it's there. Why not?
Yeah, I actually do think like their mission is kind of cool. So the Statesman story says that they develop, manufacture, install, and operate batteries for residential use. And they've deployed more than 100 megawatt hours of residential battery capacity, which would be enough to power 25,000 Texas homes during peak demand, which is, listen, I lived at the Statesman for a week during the 2021 freeze. So this feels good.
Full circle.
Like, this feels nice. Yeah, full circle moment for me. They took over the building like 2 weeks ago, and they have $1 billion in funding from
That's
a
wild.
funding round that was announced this week. Like, they employ about 250 people in Austin, but they're hoping the building will have like 100 to 150 people in it. And Dell had a really nice quote. He said, "I'm a local born and bred Austinite. And so the Statesmen in that building have a special place in my heart." And like, me too, buddy. And now it's a battery company.
Oh my God.
It says base on the side now. They took off the Austin American Statesman logo.
This story is a charmer for
God.
me and Kelsey, obviously. And we're sorry if this does not speak to you. But the one other little mention thing that I think is so charming is that it's Dell, and like Michael Dell changed Austin significantly by kind of starting the tech industry here, you know, or was at least part of that. And like, here's his son coming in. Is this the next? I mean, there's obviously lots of other very successful tech companies, but it just seems like this new, like, and it's to do something good. It's not to, they're not like sucking water out of, you know, Lady Bird Lake to do some data mining operation or Bitcoin or something.
Not for nothing, I feel like the whole town has been kind of waiting. I mean, like, I was there when we moved out of the building. Like, I think we moved out in 2021. I think people have been, like, watching to be like, okay, so what's going to happen here? Because it is such prime real estate.
Yeah.
And, like, what will replace this? And, like, will there be a spot to watch the bats still? What are they going to do with that printing press? But yeah, it's just such prime real estate. And I think it's really funny that it's batteries now. And like,
I love it. Way to go. Way to go, Cox family. Thanks, Nikki, for handing the mic over for that one.
So there's that.
Listen, y'all have the great time. Y'all have the great time, and I love to see it. So
It's so funny.
We want a tour. Base Power. Hit us up.
Yeah, I would love to go. Oh, I think I'd cry.
I'll try. I'll work on
I love going in. We would like go into the printing press.
Team meeting at Base Power.
Absolutely not.
Don't you want to see a printing press?
Are y'all seriously asking me why I do not want to go inside of a building and look at a printing press? Is that for real, or are y'all just like...
A printing press is cool and part of history.
I have seen a printing press before.
Yeah, no, we're just kidding. We're totally
No,
just
Kelsey
kidding.
is not kidding. Kelsey is not.
I was like,
Kelsey.
if a printing press could be in my house.
She's like, bitch, printing press.
Honestly, here's the thing. What you really should see is how crazy the space where I used to work is. Like, the walls are painted crazy colors. They're like neon orange and neon green and neon purple. It's a crazy work environment.
Listen.
Anyway, that's just a little
Kelsey,
joke for me, I guess.
I'm your friend, and if you want to go and like,
No, Nikki,
you
whatever.
know, like work out some trauma, I am down to go work out some
Nikki,
trauma
it's
with you
fine.
all day, every day. And I will come with you, and I will be like, these walls are terrible, and how could you have had this terrible, terrible place to live in, my poor, beautiful little Kelsey? I will absolutely do that with you all day, every day. But
my
seeing
God.
a printing press, I'm like, nah, I'm all right, good. I'm good.
The minute we would take you there, we'd be like, all right, there it is.
Yeah, and I'd be so mad. I'd be so mad.
And I'd be like, oh, that's my bad, fam.
I'd be like, can I do something with it? Can I print my own paper? Can I?
We could print a paper, probably.
Yes.
I mean,
We could make
saying.
a battery.
Okay, well, if Base Power is into letting me create my own Nikki newspaper, then yeah, I'll do that.
the Nikki News. One day
All right.
only.
glad we please comment. Let us know
Please
if you
let us
enjoyed
know.
this news.
Yes. If you are nerding out about this as well.
Well, in addition to thinking about the Austin American Statesman building and what's happening inside, what else are y'all doing this weekend?
I'll go first since I'm feeling amped up.
Yeah, you go ahead, Kelsey. I'll just be on the lawn looking wistfully at the building all weekend.
It's like, actually, this weekend I will just be parking and just staring at it.
I'm going to be like stalking in the parking lot, looking for the masthead. Where is
Driving by with Celine Dion playing in the background. In my dreams, I see you.
I texted my friend who still works there being like, so where is the masthead? Like, where is the sign? She hasn't responded, but I am dying to know. Okay, my weekend plans. After I go and breathe in all of the dust at ACL all weekend, I am going to go to Round Top to go shopping on Monday, and I've never done it, and I'm so
You've
excited.
never done it?
No.
Oh, Kelsey, you're gonna have such a good time.
I'm so excited, and I've been like trying to figure out like, because you've been.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is it like all really expensive or no?
Not all of it,
Okay.
but a lot of it. I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of it, but it's worth it. If especially as someone that sews.
Yeah.
Yes, you should go.
Because my whole thing is I'm like, all right, where are the tablecloths for me to buy?
Where do you even start? Aren't there like 500 different places?
They have wonderful maps. And also, if you go on Insta, every like people post their Round Top what's it called?
Guide.
Yeah.
Even knowing that so much of it is expensive, I'm like, I still want to go look and check it out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like really, really excited about that.
You're going to have a great time.
Yeah. And we're going to like we're getting in early. Like we got VIP tickets.
Ooh, cool.
No, that's smart. I think for some places, if you have VIP, you get wine. Would you go?
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was something else I was wondering. I was like, I wonder if we get to walk around with alcohol because that would make it even more fun.
Ooh.
It lasts until next Saturday. What are y'all going to be doing?
Well, I'm going to be attempting to go to ACL if my lungs are in agreement. We'll have to check with them first. But a couple things that I wanted to mention for this weekend. One is the Austin Horror Film Festival, which sounds so cute and not cute. Creepy, very scary, very spooky. But they have, they still have tickets available. It's going on through Saturday, and it's at the 29th Street Ballroom. All the screenings are there. And they have these different blocks of movies that they're playing, like from 12 to noon on Saturday is Saturday Morning Monsters. And then 2 to 4 is It'd Be a Lot Bloodier If You Did, which I think is so cute and clever.
That's funny. I like that.
Yeah. And then it's Banned Books Week this week. It started back in 1984, actually. Some people think this is a new thing, but it started way back in the 80s when there was a surge in the number of books that had been challenged, and it celebrates our freedom to read. So you can find a list of banned books on the American Library Association's website, but there are also curated selections at our local bookstores of banned books that you can get into, like at Bookwoman, which is up on North Lamar, and Book People as well downtown. So yeah, Book People says that they implore you to join in fighting book bans and reminding others that the right to read belongs to all of us and that censorship has no place in contemporary society.
Hey, I love that.
So go get a banned book.
That's actually not a bad idea.
That sounds great.
I'm going to be reading my banned book on the Statesman lawn.
Longingly staring at the building
the whole time.
So this weekend is chock full of stuff. First of all, I know y'all might be tired of me talking about this, but I'm going to talk about it every single time. So tonight is the Central Machine Works next stage, and it's Grupo Fantasma.
Excuse me?
F to the R to the EE. At Central Machine Works tonight. It's that thing that they're doing, the next stage, and it's Central Machine Works and Resound, and it's benefiting Save Our Springs Alliance this week. So Grupo Fantasma, Central Machine Works, doors open at 7. The show starts at 8. Again, it is free.
That's awesome.
And this is happening every single Friday from now to December 5th. And then tomorrow is the 3rd annual ACL Fest happening at Hotel Vegas in Volstead. And it features Billy King and the Bad, Bad, Bad and all these other amazing bands. And it's from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. And it's going to be the hotel patio, Hotel Vegas grandstand. It's all through that whole little compound that they have. And it looks pretty freaking cool, y'all. Like it's got a bunch of bands and it's got cumbia night dancing inside of Volstead. It's free until 9.
Nice.
And then Sunday is a really interesting day because one, my favorite thing that's going to happen during the day from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Distribution Hall is the Little Gay Shop of Horrors Halloween Festival.
Nice.
And shop and support 90 plus small businesses, makers, and artists. You know, your girl loves a good makers market. It's free to attend. It's pet friendly. I think they are also having like a pet Halloween costume contest.
Oh my God.
Which is literally the only reason I'm going. Is so that I could, doggy costume contest. It's the only reason I'm going. I don't care about nothing else. Supposedly there's maybe some free drinks. Do not care. Doggy costume contest is why I'll be there. Free, and it's open to all. Okay, the other 2 things that I'm so excited about. Thought Squad is going to be here at Antone's at 10 p.m. If you don't know who Thought Squad is, maybe if you've been on the internet, you have seen a video of a black girl in a wig and a little white grandma. And it's this banging ass beat. And then she goes, I want to show you how to make a pound cake. Have you ever heard that?
No, that sounds amazing.
After you listen to this, look up Thought Squad. If you ever want to shake your ass and get out some anger, you need to be listening to Thought Squad. And that's THOT, like thought. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. Thought Squad is here on Sunday, 10 p.m. at Antone's, and I'm about to lose my mind. And also, Boosie Badass is here at the Courtyard, ATX, at 6:30 on Sunday. And if you don't know who Boosie Badass is, INDEPENDNCE, do you know what that means? Yeah, that's him. He sings it. Yeah. But he's playing at the Courtyard, which is off of 4th Street. So whatever.
That's funny.
Austin is crazy. Yeah, that's really funny. So that is what's happening in my world for the weekend. That I'm just going to be trying to split myself up into like 7 pieces to go to all of this stuff.
Nice. Everything's a music venue now.
Everything.
You know what should be the next music venue?
The Austin American Statesman Building.
The Battery Factory.
That's actually a really good name for a club.
Yes.
Battery Factory is a great club name. Okay, we've given you lots of options of things to do, so hopefully you would get out into the city and have some fun and tell us all about it. There are many things happening outside of ACL, so make sure that you're giving our city some love. Put some revenue back into the city that is not ACL.
Amen. Okay, y'all, before we go, I wanted to just remind everyone that you can join our CityCast Austin Neighbors program today and become our member. And I have a really fun idea for a membership perk that I'm pitching to everyone, including my team members right now. But what if for our next Neighbors Only event, we get to tour Bass Power at the Austin American Statesman?
No one's going to become a member now.
Okay, listen. So
if you wanted me to become a member, I'm sold.
Come on. If this speaks to you.
For the rest of y'all, listen, I missed the last membership event. And it makes me really sad because I wanted to hang out with y'all and I wanted to like kick it and talk and do fun things. And it was cool.
It was actually really hot, but it was fun.
Yeah. So we're going to be coming up with something else to do, another event pretty soon where I can actually be there and hang out with y'all. And,
Absolutely.
You know, if you think we're as cool as we think we are, then you should become a member today. Oh, won't you be my neighbor? Anyways, If you think we're as funny as we think we are, if you want Kelsey and Eva Ruth to tour the Battery Factory, go to membership.citycast.fm.
The answer is yes. If you want Kelsey to lead the tour and show you her old desk.
Yes. And we could go see those neon rooms. This is a neighbors only perk.
We can see where she spent her time during Winter Storm Uri. The last door she walked out of.
Inside scoop, y'all. This is inside scoop.
So that's membership.citycast.fm.
Become a neighbor today. We love y'all. Eva Ruth, Kelsey, thank you so much for these shenanigans today. I really appreciate you. You're the wind beneath my wings.
Oh my God, Nikki. No problem. Thank you for having us.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. That's all for today here on CityCast Austin. Our executive producer is Eva Ruth Moravec. Our producers this week are Laura Sutsui and Alyssa Castles. And I'm your host, Nikki Devon. Our Hey Austin newsletter editors this week are Adrian Gonzalez and Kelsey Bradshaw. Music is by Nelson Valente Aguilar of Como Las Movies, with additional music by All the Kimonos and DP, 747, and Xavier and Ophelia from Triple Scoop Music via Getty Images. If you enjoyed the show, tell a friend, rate the show, leave us a review, and of course, subscribe to our Hey Austin newsletter. We'll be off on Monday, but back Tuesday morning with more news from around the city. Bye, y'all.